Welcome back to the Modern Day Overthinker podcast. I am your host, Colin. This episode, I was able to sit down and interview BN WhoIAm. She is a Quad City native from Rock Island originally. She is an artist, producer, songwriter, very talented, very cool person. We were able to talk about our childhoods and growing up in a Christian household and how we developed our own beliefs as we got older and how we learned our work ethic from our parents and just were able to have a great conversation. And now everyone can know a little bit more about her because she's doing some really cool things and she is an independent artist who could use your support because she is good. Simple as that. I was able to. I'm kind of glad we had that little gap there because I was able to really get into your music a little bit more and listen to a little bit more
Hmm.
and really like the vibe a lot.
Yeah, thanks.
I really
Thanks.
do. It kind of gave me like that TLC vibe.
Yep, I
Uh,
love TLC.
yeah, and took me back a little bit to my middle school days.
Mm-hmm.
So that was pretty cool. So yeah, where I wanted to start out is just like do like kind of a brief introduction, just like basically how kind of you developed into an artist because like you said you started doing music about 8 years ago.
Yeah, like professionally, but I've always been doing music since a little girl through
Okay.
church and things like that.
Okay, so to kind of start with a certain instrument or vocals or
Yeah, singing and piano.
singing and piano.
Hmm.
Okay. So is it kind of like your parents were like, you're gonna play the piano, or you need to pick an instrument, or
My mom was a choir or kids choir director,
okay,
and so she kind of pushed me to sing and play and do things. Well, not pushed me, guided me. I
highly
say
highly
guided because she wasn't
encouraged.
like
Yeah,
forcing me to do it.
yeah,
So
she encouraged it.
yeah.
Yeah, of course, that makes sense. Yeah, I was never. Yeah, I went to Catholic church, so it was a little bit different. It was the choir was all older people.
No, we had adults choir, um, youth choir, and then kids choir.
Oh, okay,
Hmm.
gotcha, gotcha. And what was I first thing I was gonna ask you is oh yeah, obviously you probably get this a lot, and you've answered this before, but how'd you come up with your name?
Um, it came through my journey, like my spiritual journey.
Okay.
So I went from being a Christian to kind of being more spiritual, and with that, I kind of became more, I guess, being who I am, like more
Mm-hmm.
aware of who I am. It feels like I'm being myself that I was before I was told to be someone. And
Okay.
then also I'm discovering new things about myself. So I'm always trying to be current with who I'm being, you
So a
know?
lot practicing a lot of self awareness.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely hear you there. That's something like over the last probably 9 months, 10 months.
Hmm.
Ever since I got out of my last relationship, I'm like, at first I was like, I need to get another relationship, and then I was like, no, 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 let's take a step back.
Hmm.
I need to focus on me and figure out what I know. I wasn't the perfect partner in that relationship. We both had our flaws, and I was like, there's plenty of things I need to work on. I mean,
Mm.
and when I was in a relationship, it was a very codependent relationship.
Yeah.
We were very attached to each other all the time, so I didn't have.
That might be us.
It happens. No, it can be good. It can be really bad. It
Hmm.
just depends on who you are. If you feed off the energies, and things like that. But
Hmm.
it just got to a point where we both had a lot of our own issues, and we weren't able to really focus on that.
Yeah.
And so once I got out of that relationship, I was like, first I was like, oh, I need to find somebody else. I need to start sleeping with everybody I can and
The
everything. And it's like,
freedom.
yeah, the freedom. I got the freedom finally. This is what I wanted. And then I was like, nah, this really isn't what I want.
Mm.
And now I'm just kind of like enjoying my time by myself
Yeah.
and going on walks and just like and started going to the gym. I used to hate the gym. I still hate it, but I hate it less
Hmm.
than I used to. Just doing things like that. But But yeah, you said you grew up in a Christian household, so
Pentecostal.
Pentecostal. Okay,
Hmm.
so very serious Christian
Yeah.
household.
Yeah.
Okay, and you said you grew up in Rock Island then.
I lived in Rock Island, but my church was in Davenport.
Okay, church was in Davenport. Okay, um, we won't go into names.
Okay, no,
We
I
don't have to
won't.
do all that. No. As far as growing up in the church, I definitely know how that goes because I went to private school, went to the Catholic school route, things like that,
Hmm.
and did it kind of feel like you were somewhat sheltered, and then once you got out of that environment, you kind of were able to learn more about yourself
Hmm.
and pick up, what you kind of liked about, what you were raised on, some of those
Yeah.
values stick with you. And I've noticed that with myself, but there's also certain things. It's like, yeah, I don't agree with all of that.
Yeah.
And I've gone back and forth with it. I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't know if I'm a Catholic. I don't know if I'm Christian. I don't know what I am.
Hmm.
I'm just kind of like have a mixture of different views, and I don't think I need to label it.
Yeah. Or be one way, one thing. It's like it's so broad and so like limitless as far as beliefs that to me it has become silly to believe one thing or one belief. I know I've taken from my own Christianity or what I was brought up, and then I've taken from like spirituality, and then I've kind of learned a few things from Buddhist, and just through the journey, learning other people's religions through their eyes is what helped me, because a lot of times I was told, "Oh, you don't read up on that, it's gonna pull you away from God, or it's gonna do something damaging that'll lead you to hell." But it kind of has helped me to realize that we're not as different as we claim to be,
Yeah,
because a
exactly.
lot of it is like repeat of the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. Learning new habits,
Hmm.
good habits. Um, yeah, yeah. Growing up in the church, yeah, definitely. I was even an altar boy.
Hmm.
I did all of that stuff, and
Church Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
oh
Maybe there
man,
was a
I was just
concert
Sunday
Friday.
for it was just Sunday for
Oh
me.
no, there was
So some
practice, rehearsals, Bible study. Um, we had youth service, and then Sunday. So and then whatever my mom helped out with random stuff.
yeah,
So,
random stuff as
yeah,
well. Yeah. So what do your parents do they work for the church or they're just really volunteered a lot?
volunteered a lot.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, same with my parents. They're the same way. Still volunteering. They still try to
Yeah.
send me stuff about different things,
Hmm.
try to get me back in there and things like that.
Yeah,
Occasionally
that
I'll go,
sounds about right.
yeah, occasionally I'll go check things out and, kind of earn some points.
I'm not gonna lie. I said I'll go. I might go after I've not gone for as long as I've had to go.
Yeah, I like to keep an open mind though. That's why I
Yeah.
go back. Also, my church recently got a new a new priest, and I'm 31. He's only
Mhm.
30, and
Oh wow.
it's like I'm not listening to some old guy,
Hmm.
and it could be a different perspective. And I did go one time, and it was funny because he talked about a podcast and his in the Catholic Church they call them homilies, but they're sermons, same thing.
Hmm.
And he talked about a podcast, and he explained what a podcast was for all the older people, and it was hilarious. I was just like, the fact that he brought up a podcast, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh okay, that was really cool to hear. But yeah, I'm just more like I kind of take little nuggets of certain things
Hmm.
from different people, um, that from different backgrounds and different religions. I feel the same way about politics. I'm like, I am not going to be like involved in just one party. I don't like this whole like you have to choose a side
Hmm.
thing. I hate it.
Yeah.
And I've always from probably since I was in college, I was like I noticed how much like I was on a college campus for a while, and there was just a lot of division of like you're either for this person or this person. That was during when I was in college. I think it was Obama and McCain. I think,
Mm.
and it was just like it was crazy. It was just like why do you guys have to be so like? It's I cannot. Why can't you agree to disagree? And like,
Yeah,
it's like,
I think that was probably the election where I started paying attention,
oh, a lot of people started paying attention then
and
because
like I kind of probably this last one was discouraging, or the one before was kind of discouraging. Like trying to figure out what's the truth, what's not the truth. It's kind of all over the place to
there's so
me.
much
So,
misinformation as well. That's
hmm
another thing. It's like,
and it's almost like I don't even know if I'm going to be affected by it. Like,
yeah,
and
exactly.
so it's like I don't know what to invest in and what not to. So,
Yeah,
I
I've
don't
thought
know. It's
about
kind of
even like just paying more attention, which I think everyone should pay more
hmm
attention locally,
hmm
and trying to pay attention to who's running what,
yeah,
like the school board, stuff like that, like that's actually affecting you.
yeah. I did that for the first time this year. I think it was this year
When
of
did you
voting
go
like
to?
locally. We went to was it what school was that? Because I don't know the Davenport schools, but it was a school up on top of the hill where we all
Uh,
like voted.
was that the old like
It's like JB or something.
JB Young? It used to be
Is that
JB
what it's
Young, but
called?
it's not JB Young anymore. But yeah,
Okay.
it used to be JB Young. Yeah.
Okay, that's where they had. I can't remember what it's called, but we went and voted for our little area. You know,
Okay.
different people, but it was
So
it
you
was
live on
kind
the
of
Iowa
cool.
side now?
Yeah, I live on the Iowa side now.
Yeah. I tend to like the Iowa side a little bit better.
I
I
do
don't
too. I
know.
do
Yeah,
too.
yeah. Except for certain parts of Davenport are kind of sketch, but a lot of my friends have gotten their cars stolen. It's been
Mm,
crazy. It's a bunch of kids.
yeah, it is.
Yeah.
He caught one day trying to, but the
Really?
door was locked. So
Yeah, exactly. It's my sister left her keys in her car. I was like, oh, well, what do you expect? But at the same time, it's like still sucks. I mean, and
hmm
then they wreck them because they can't drive,
right. Yeah, it was
or
messy.
yeah, or they do it on purpose. I don't know what the deal is, but yeah, that's been an issue. Um, Otherwise, yeah, I like Davenport. I live in a quiet little neighborhood. It's not bad at all. Um, but yeah, the upbringing and just noticing the little things that about you that maybe you we talked about this before, like about like the things that you could have worked on when you were younger that you
hmm
really didn't notice or really didn't approach until you got older.
Yeah,
Um, I know we talked about that a little bit, just like kind of like maybe some of your um, maybe quirks or things that you don't like about yourself, things like that that you just didn't you thought you may needed therapy for. We talked about that.
yeah,
Have you pursued any therapy since you've been an adult, or have you just
yeah.
thought considered it? Okay,
I have. I was going with my mom at one point. Um, and it was different. I would say I don't know if I found the therapist for me because I
that's tough.
found myself like more explaining things
Okay,
than like just like a disconnect. Um, but I've been trying to find one for like a year, so I'm still looking for like a therapist that is along the lines of like religion, but also like me being black, me being a woman. You know,
mm-hmm.
not they don't have to be the same color or the same as me, but just understanding and know where I'm coming from
Yeah, I
because
understand.
it's hard trying to explain certain things and it's like kind of being ignored. Um,
Yeah, so what are you trying to work on, really?
I grew up with a lot of anxiety, um, maybe some like depression. Sometimes like as I don't want to self diagnose myself.
Yeah, yeah,
Just like looking back at like man, I think that was a mental breakdown. You know, um, but you know at the time no one really knew what it was. I'm just feel like I'm going crazy. I'm crying uncontrollably, not knowing what to do with my life out of high school, and it's just like go pray about it. But now that I think about it, I was like, I think that was like an anxiety attack. Like,
yeah,
so I'm thinking of those moments where, and it didn't happen like once, but I'm thinking like those moments, like I probably should have went to go see a therapist or something
yeah.
like that.
one thing I've learned as I've gotten older is like, when you say go pray about it, and
Hmm.
I hear people say that a lot too. It's like not everything that you do is gonna work for me. You
Yeah.
know. Um,
And it works sometimes, but
yeah,
sometimes it didn't, you
yeah,
know?
exactly. I've had times where praying has worked, and it shocked me because I always thought I was just talking to myself,
Hmm.
you know. Um, but like, yeah, I like to try my different options and throw a bunch of stuff at the wall, see what
Hmm.
sticks, type of thing.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've done the therapy. Yeah, I've been in therapy for a while. I found that I found virtual therapy mainly because of COVID. Like I had to switch to virtual therapy because of I couldn't go see my therapist in person. It worked out, and it got me comfortable with that, and I was able to find somebody online that specializes in what I deal with because I've been diagnosed with OCD
Hmm.
and major depressive disorder. So I was able to find somebody that specializes in mainly the OCD because that's mainly what I deal with on a day to day basis. The
Hmm.
depressive thing is it can be kind of seasonal.
Yeah, I
Like I,
definitely
yeah,
understand that.
like I don't like
Like
fall. I don't like
now,
like now.
winter's coming.
Yeah,
That
it's just that
longer
fear.
nights and uh,
Yeah, that getting dark at 5 o'clock.
cold.
Oh, I hate it.
I hate it too.
Yeah, it's frustrating. It makes me some every year you're like, oh man, why do I even live here? But at the same time, I'm like, I see I see like what I pay like to live at my house. I'm like, oh, that's probably why,
Yeah.
because I hear about like my brother lives in Chicago and they just purchased a condo, and I was like, no way.
How much was it?
I'm not
I'm
even
being
gonna say
nosy.
it. I'm not even gonna say it on the air because he wouldn't want me to say it. But
Okay.
it's a lot.
Uh.
It was a lot. Um, but it'll only go up though.
Mhm.
Um, Chicago. I lived in Chicago for a little bit. It was pretty cool, but I also didn't have a good enough job to survive in
Mhm.
Chicago. It's just so expensive.
I mean, I
I like visiting.
like Chicago.
Yeah.
Only mostly is downtown. You know,
Yep.
so it always seems like so great when you when you're downtown
Oh yeah.
Chicago, especially in the summertime. But I don't. If I'm not living there, I don't know if I could live in Chicago.
That's where he lives.
Oh.
Yeah. So you can imagine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's it's awesome though. He loves it, and I
Yeah, I
get why he
bet.
loves it. Him and
Hmm.
his wife, they love it there. And I'm glad they have an extra room so I can visit whenever I want. So, um, but yeah, no.
Yeah, I used to live in New Orleans
Okay.
for like 4 or 5 years.
Is that kind of how you had the connection? Because I noticed one of you were talking about one of your songs, getting some plays out there. Did you have a connection out there, or
Not.
it just kind of randomly happened?
Yeah, kind of randomly. Like he found on Instagram. I'm saying he like they can see, but my boyfriend found a post on Instagram. And they're looking for new music to play on the radio, and he
Okay.
told me to send it in, and it happened to be New Orleans.
Okay, it just happened to be New Orleans.
Yeah.
How long were you there? You lived there?
About 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
Hmm.
I've heard New Orleans. The best part about New Orleans is the food. Is that
Yes,
true?
yes, yes, and yes. I loved the food,
Yeah.
the seafood, the soul food. Um, I got to have like some African food there too. So
Oh yeah.
I got to try a whole lot of stuff. I had alligator.
Yeah.
I don't do it. I
I've had
don't,
alligator before. It's not bad.
no, it's not.
No, it's not.
So
If you wouldn't have told me it was alligator, I wouldn't have known it was alligator. Um, there's a place in Des Moines that has that. It's called like Buzzard Billy's, I think.
they fry it or what? What do they do?
I think you can get a couple different ways.
Okay.
It's been a couple years since I've been there. I think my friend ordered it and I tried it. I don't remember if I ordered it or not.
Did you think it tastes like chicken but felt like fish or something?
Yeah, it was a little.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, seems like everything tastes like chicken.
I wonder if it's just in our heads, or you think it actually tastes like chicken,
Or just
or just someone told us
we
it
all
tastes.
eat so much chicken. I eat so much steak, man, like all the time. Like that seems to be my thing. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that's because I've been working out. I'm like protein, protein.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, that's really cool. That it's just like you just from a submission. Yeah, that's really what it's about, though. I've noticed it's just you really have to put yourself out there and just see
Yeah.
these submission things. Like I sent like I saw just an Instagram ad when I was scrolling through Instagram stories, and
Mm-hmm.
I saw Tech Nine pop up, and it was like, "Hey, I'm working with this producer, and we're doing this contest." I'm like, "Okay, I'll check that out for sure." Then you get studio time with Tech Nine, a
Mm-hmm.
feature with Tech Nine. I'm like, that's like,
And then like don't assume that it can't happen. I mean, what
yeah,
does it hurt to
exactly.
try it?
It's like, why would I not try that?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as I don't have to like pay a bunch of money to try to
Mm-hmm.
get into this contest, if it's just like submitting stuff, yeah, then
Right. If
definitely I'm
it's
gonna
easy
try it.
like that, just try it. Cause
Exactly.
it was actually him that told me to, to try things like that. Cause I was like, I don't think it's gonna work. Maybe it's just them trying to promote or,
Yeah,
but just try it. You never know.
exactly. That's the same with like different, like I haven't done it in a while, but like different music blogs, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Just sending your stuff. Like, least they're gonna say is no. Like, I did something. I rapped over a beat that I probably shouldn't have rapped over, but I did it anyway, and I got a bunch of shit in the comments from some people. Like, it went back and forth. There was a bunch of people who were like, "Yeah," and then like it's like, was this good or was this bad? Like,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. And I'm just like, I need to stop reading comments and just keep putting out content and
I
just
feel like the most pushback I got for my music was when I was a Christian.
really,
Yeah, because I didn't always I didn't think I had to write songs that were scriptural. I was just writing, my experiences, but it would get a lot of pushback. Like I had one song that was called Into Yours, and it was just like, I guess, going into God's like throne room or something. And
okay.
and it wasn't like, it was metaphorical. I wasn't trying to use like actual scripture.
You weren't
But
trying to
yeah,
push something.
but I was kind of chewed out a few times for it. I was like,
Like,
dang.
what kind of
Like
comments?
I was um I don't want to say they were saying I was blasphemous, but the way they said it, like they broke it
Oh, it's
down.
from Christians.
Yeah, from Christians.
Oh, that you weren't doing it right.
Yeah, basically. And I'm like, I made this stuff up. Like I just happen
This
to
is
have a
just in my head.
relationship with God at the time, but I just made it up.
Yeah, this is all
I'm not like
fictional.
David. I mean, I'm just Alicia. I
Yeah,
write and play guitar or piano in my room, and I just write. Like,
yeah, exactly.
um,
You're looking for too far in. People are
yeah,
looking too
looking too
far in.
far into it.
Yeah, yeah, I understand. Oh man, that's funny. Um, is there? I had wrote down something. Or is there anything from your upbringing that you feel has given you like strength as an adult? Like, um,
Strength as an adult.
from like not necessarily something religious, just in general. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, could be from like, just your parents or from just like, from school or from whatever, just something from your upbringing. I don't know. I like to bring a lot of positivity to the podcast
Mm-hmm.
as much as I can to give people
Um,
some insight.
I think just not to give up.
Yeah.
Seeing my mom, she went back to school this year, and she always had a problem with like math. That was her thing. I used to help tutor her with math and things like that. And
Is that why
she,
she didn't want to go back to school?
yeah, she felt like it was done with, but she went back because she wanted to be a teacher. Like, so now she teaches at Edison.
Okay.
Okay, but she went back to school. She passed that. She's a minister now. Like everything my mom said she wanted to do, she has done. Didn't matter how long it took, you know.
Yeah,
So I
that's
kind of
awesome.
learned not to give up on what you want to do, like what you want to do in life. Yeah.
Yeah, that's big. Yeah.
Mhm.
Having those influences is huge, like especially not having to go out and seek them,
Mhm.
and having them as someone close like your parents. Like, because I know a lot of people that have had to find mentors because they didn't have good parents.
Yeah.
Um, Now everybody looks at social media for their influencers and stuff like that, and that can get real toxic real quick. But there's some
Thanks.
good people on social media that are sharing good messages, and
Mhm.
I found that out. TikTok's been pretty good at showing me those people now too. That algorithm is crazy weird. Um, so what would this is an interesting question. What would you do if you weren't doing music?
What would I do? think.
Not that like just not that if you quit, just like if it
Yeah,
didn't exist as an option, just
man, it's crazy because growing up, I wanted to be everything.
yeah.
Like I changed from like being a scientist. I wanted to teach math. I was into computers. I
Hmm.
like to fix things. Um, so I feel like I would probably now would want to be like an IT or something where like I'm like problem solving people's problems with technology or something like that.
You can get into. I've heard a lot about different businesses getting hacked.
Hmm.
You could be like the person, like an
I wouldn't mind it.
IT person to fix that problem.
Hmm.
I've heard about businesses getting hacked and like they have to pay like a ransom. Like the hackers will
Hmm.
be like, you don't know where these hackers are because they
Right.
use a VPN and it bounces all over the
Hmm.
place. So they could be in Russia, they could be in Chicago. You
Or
don't know.
the next house over.
It's right next door, and it's crazy. And they'll get to the point where it's like, yep, we got to pay this ransom.
Mm.
Or if you have a good IT person, have a good setup, and you don't have everything all in one place,
Hmm.
not just in the cloud, but actually in a physical
Right.
location. I talked to an IT person about this while golfing one time. Actually, he was telling me he's like everybody wants to put everything in the cloud, but they don't think about when they want to take it out or how protected it is because you don't know where it
Oh
is.
no, I thought about how protective it is.
Yeah,
I thought about that.
exactly. I have two external hard drives, like
Hmm.
I put stuff on.
Yeah, same here. I think we have two or three of them.
Yeah, exactly.
So you gotta
You gotta
protect
watch it. I do
yourself.
have the cloud just because it's convenient,
Hmm.
but you can't have everything there, and I don't have a bunch of personal stuff up there either. That'll, yeah, I don't feel like they're not really going after personal people, but unless you got a lot of money or
Hmm.
something, so I'm good there. But
I'm rich in spirit. No, I'm
rich in
just
spirit, yeah, can't take that from you.
right.
But the business, yeah, I've heard that with businesses though. That's crazy. I met a dude a long time ago. This is back when I was drinking. I used to just be like a social drinker. What I thought was a social drinker. I was talking to this guy at the bar, and he's like, "Yeah, man, I work for banks. Like they pay me to hack them, to try to hack them and
So they
infiltrate
can.
their system so they can fix it."
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, "That's a sweet job." Like
Yeah,
I
that
wish,
is kind of cool.
yeah, it's a really cool job.
I feel like there's a movie that's like about a guy who broke into prisons for the same reason. Do you know what movie I'm talking about?
I think I know. It sounds familiar.
Hmm.
They broke people out of prisons. Well, there is a show called Mr. Robot where he does break a guy out of prison throughout the show, but that's not like the main thing.
Hmm.
His main thing is he hacks like one of the biggest banks and like clears everyone's debt. It's like a big anarchy.
Oh, he's like Robin
It's
Hood in a
it's an
way.
anarchy show. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's crazy. Remy Malek he did the what was that movie? The Queen movie. He was the main guy in the movie that they did about Queen. He's been in a couple other things. He was just on SNL. He just hosted SNL actually. I don't know if you watch SNL. I don't really watch SNL, but I see the clips.
I'm trying to think like, who was the singer that night for SNL?
I don't know who the artist was because I'm just seeing the clips
Hmm.
now because it was just
I
on
was like,
Saturday.
okay, I think I know who you're talking about then, because it's like Young Thug. I think.
Oh yeah, I think it might have been Young Thug.
Let's see.
I saw a clip about Young Thug being on the Breakfast Club and he hadn't been on there in a while.
Yeah, I watched a little bit of
And he was wearing his mask, but he wasn't covering his
it.
nose. I'm
No,
like, why are you wearing a mask then, bro? Oh, that's
it
hilarious.
was the clip was a little bit awkward, but it was cool though.
Yeah,
It was cool.
yeah,
But
I
you know,
watched
some
those
people.
clips.
Some,
Charlemagne
hmm.
always being an asshole.
But I love it.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, I like it too. He calls people out. It's funny.
Hmm.
Oh man, yeah. Um, what else I was gonna talk about? I mean, music wise, where what are you working on now? Where can people find you? I kind of give you the floor to shout out yourself basically and give people the info of where to find your music and
Hmm.
what you're kind of working on right now, what you're focusing on. Because obviously you do producing,
I
you do
sent you beats.
songwriting. You
Did you?
did send me beats, which I haven't listened to yet because I think you just sent them to me. Like,
Yeah, probably like a few hours. I don't know.
yeah, yeah.
Mm.
Mondays suck at work. I can't do much. Even working from home. But yeah, I'll definitely listen to those. I got some beats yesterday. I've been just collecting beats.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm one of those people that does like everything like in a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
That's just always been the way I've done everything. Um, so I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, producing, songwriting, singing. So what's your main focus right now?
Right now, I have my own production company called the
Okay.
Vibe Factory,
Okay.
and we produce and we mix and master and write. We basically can do whatever an artist wants. We sometimes invite people over to record. Um, it's a Vibe Factory. We
So you have a
produce
setup.
vibes.
So you have a setup at your house then?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay, just like a set, like a room that's set up for the
To record.
soundproof and everything.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't
Nice.
know if it's soundproof, but we got the foam up and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
We had the chaotic the eyeball around it.
Okay,
One
yep,
of
yep.
those
I
things,
got one of
you
those,
know.
but I broke it.
Oh man.
Oh, I was so pissed because I put it over a mic that was too big
Mm-hmm.
and ripped it. I was like,
Ugh.
ah.
That thing's not cheap either.
That was like
Not for that
150.
foam thing. It's cheap, but
They're taxing so hard on that. It's like I know
it's
this costs
ridiculous
you
low
like
key.
$5 to make.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. You can kind of build like your own thing too. Like that'd
But
be
it works great though. It
Yeah,
works great.
yeah. It does work great. I'm gonna. I think I can salvage mine. I think I'm gonna salvage it and
You
like
should try it.
glue it back
You
together.
should try it. Let
Yeah.
me know how it works.
I'm not gonna order another one. That's for sure. I'm not gonna spend another $150 on that. Yeah, all my money's been going into beats, and then I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do because I like recording at home. I've always recorded by myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's always been my process. I don't know if it's an anxiety thing or what. It's probably something I should eventually break because I think that's like if I really start recording more and putting more content out and wanting to do shows, which I've never done in the past because I've never really been that serious. Then I'm gonna have to get over that, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, One thing I have done that I recently is I did stand up comedy a couple times.
Oh, I feel like that's harder.
That's real. Oh my god, it's more awkward. That's for sure. Cause there's no song, there's no music,
Mm-hmm.
just you and bright light,
People waiting to laugh.
people waiting to laugh, and it's all about timing. And the first time I went up there, I bombed pretty hard. I kind of expected to. It's
That's
kind of
right,
like a
though.
rite of passage.
Mhm.
Like people expected me to. And second time I went up there, I was just like, you know what? I'm not gonna focus on like, cause I was like, a lot of people go up there like with open mics and like look at their phone and be like looking at notes or like have a notepad.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at my phone like way too much the first time, and it felt like too scripted and too forced. And the second time, I was just like, you know what? I know kind of what I want to talk about,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm just gonna wing it. I actually went over my time. And the guy got mad at me a little bit. He didn't get mad, but he's like, dude, you gotta watch it because if you go to some other open mic, man, they'll shut the mic off on you.
Oh, that's a
It's like,
Sandman with the broom.
yeah, because they got people, that want their time. They don't
Mhm.
want to have somebody have more time than
Right.
another person. It's about being fair. I get that. But yeah, but that's got me out of my comfort zone. So I think that'll make it easier when I do, have a bigger catalog of music where I can start to do shows.
Mm-hmm.
Then I can be more comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Like, 'cause before I was like, I had to be drunk, I had to be high, it had to be something like.
Man, I wish I had a crush. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that, but that would have been nice to have something. I can't smoke. I can't use anything for my anxiety. It seems like it makes it worse. So
Yeah,
I kind of have to just sit to myself.
yeah,
It's like- and I feel like that's even worse sometimes. But it just
can
has
be.
to be. I just need the moment to like collect and then go, or breathe and then go.
Breathing, yeah, is very important. Remembering to breathe,
Mhm.
and which sounds so dumb when you say it. It's just
Yeah.
like even my watch will remind me to breathe, and it's like I thought I was already breathing, but no, just like take a deep breath, and
Man, being aware helps a lot.
yeah, I've done it. I need to get back into it, but I was doing like just like mindfulness meditation,
Mm-hmm.
just watching your breathing, and that's helps. Um, I mean, I obviously don't come out of it feeling like I just like turned a new leaf or anything, or like
Right.
I'm this new person, but I
Mhm.
feel refreshed usually, or like I feel like less anxious at
Yeah.
least. Um, but yeah, they've also put me on medication as well, but that's because they say I have a chemical imbalance in my brain. But um, I can't really argue with them. I think it's pretty true at this point because I've tried not to do medication and
Mhm.
it was awful.
Mhm.
Well, what I did was I quit everything all at once. At one time in my life, I quit. Like I quit smoking. I quit. I was barely drinking. Rarely drinking. This is when I lived in Schaumburg. I moved from the city to Schaumburg. I didn't know anyone in Schaumburg, and Schaumburg sucks. Um, Sorry for anyone who lives there, but it was a very like cookie cutter town, suburbs,
Mhm.
and I didn't know anyone, and it was just like I went on my medication for the first time, and like since I started taking it for like so I had taken it for like 8 years and stopped smoking, and I just like lost my mind. I was just
Oh
like,
wow.
I was just so depressed,
Mhm.
and I just didn't want to do anything. And I was in a sales job where I had to produce like numbers,
Mhm.
and like,
And you gotta be like fake it to make it, low key.
oh, I
Like,
had to
ugh.
fake to make it. Like, I was on the phone and not in person.
Mhm.
Um,
That's easier.
Easier, but it was still high stress. Like, if you didn't meet
Yeah.
your numbers twice in a month, you were gone.
Oh wow.
High turnover. I worked for restaurant.com. I don't even know if it's still a thing anymore, but they did like this like thing where you sell have coupons for different restaurants and things like that. But I'm pretty sure they got sued a bunch of times, but I don't know if they're still a thing. But it was high pressure. Yeah,
Mhm.
high pressure sales. I will never go back to sales because I know myself. I can do customer service. I can get yelled at. I get yelled at pretty consistently,
Mhm.
but because now I know I'm like they're not really yelling at me. I mean, they're just mad at the situation.
Yeah.
Like
It's not personal.
it's not personal.
Yeah.
As soon as I stopped taking it personal, I was just like, and a lot of them will tell me that too. I know it's not your fault, but like I just told you I couldn't fix it.
They
Like,
just had to get it out.
yeah, they just got to get it out. And I've noticed that about myself. People like to listen. People like to vent to me, even when I don't really ask them what's going on or
Mm.
what's up. People will just start telling me stuff.
Mhm.
It's like,
Do you take it on? Like, does it like hit you emotionally when they do that? Like, is it like a weight? Or do you?
no, I don't feel like it. No, it
Mhm.
kind of goes through me. And like when I was younger, actually, I wanted to. I was like we were talking about religion. Like I got really involved into. I got deep into you know being Catholic, and my parents were still very Catholic, and I thought I wanted to be a priest, but then I discovered, uh, then I got older and watched girls develop, and I was like, no, I can't be a priest anymore because you can't get married and you can't be with any women. I'm like, nope, can't do that anymore. That's out. But I feel like I have always wanted to like be able to help people and be a good listener, and I've thought about going back to school to be a therapist, but I hate school so much, so it's
Mhm.
a conundrum there.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, school will be a lot different this time if I did it, but because last time it was like partying came first, school came second, and it's
Mhm.
like this time it would be a little bit different, but I'm also working full time, so
It'd be a lot.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe if they'll pay for some of it, I might do it, but it's not going to be anywhere near what they want me to do as far as like get my degree in because I work for a benefits company. I don't work for a company that does therapy,
Mhm.
so I don't know. Maybe eventually in the future, but I'm not ready for it quite yet.
Yeah, I never liked school either. I've thought about going back, but
Yeah, it's
that that is just if I were to go back, it would probably like for like music or something. It'd probably be more to learn a
learn.
class or two to learn more like a production, um, maybe some music business that I don't know. Maybe I missed something throughout the years. It's like
Yeah,
stuff like that. But
yeah, I've thought about doing that too, like a class here and there,
hmm
or also just doing it at my own pace. I mean,
right,
I don't have to like,
Google. YouTube.
Yeah, I don't have to be a full-time student
Hmm.
and a full-time worker. It's just I'm not gonna. I'm trying to find balance.
Yeah,
Very important.
I
So
understand.
is music what you're doing full time now, or
Yes,
okay?
yes. I like when I say I do the odd jobs to the outside the city. I mean, whatever work I can get, I do it. Like
Yeah,
from production to singing on other people's tracks, like background vocals, writing, whatever. I try to do as much as I can. So
and I've once you're like into it for a while, I mean, have you developed a good network of people, like in person or more online, or a little bit of both?
um, I'm mostly connected with people, but like personal. Like my business is pretty much new, as far
Hmm.
as the Vibe Factory.
Yeah.
So all my connects come from just me, or
Okay.
over the years, I've been able to write for artists overseas. I've been able to do like radio stuff, like jingles and things like that. I would love to get more into that, where I'm working with businesses
A lot of money.
and do jingles on a regular basis. I'm trying to get into those rooms.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, basically, people hit me up online, and I mostly rely on that online. Being local or working with QC artists is kind of new because I moved around a lot, so I didn't really get a chance to connect as far as my music.
Hmm.
You know,
How long have you
um,
been back in the area?
I've been back probably how long has it been? It's probably been 6, 7. Yeah, I've been back a while, but I wasn't. This past 2 years, I was serious with, working within the community and trying to figure out who's what's what.
Yeah. Who's doing what? Yeah.
Because my first scene here was church, so I had to find the people outside of that scene.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's like learning again because it's like a different group of people,
Oh yeah, for
completely
sure.
different. So
So who are the some of the people that you have worked with or been wanting to work with locally? I'm just trying to see if I know any of them.
I would love to work with Wes, Julian. Um,
I've heard the
I'm
name.
currently working with Josh on the Quad City collab.
Okay, yeah,
And that's working with a lot of different artists from the area.
yeah. Mhm.
Um, who else? I'm recently gotten to work with Fantana. He's a producer, and he's dope. um, who else? Let me see. I'm trying to think of singers, but there's not really a lot of female
I know
singers.
more of the
Yeah,
rappers
I
than
know
I
more
do.
of the rap, but I would love to find, female singers and female artists in the area that's like really serious about it
Yeah,
and try to do
I
something.
don't know a lot of them. That's for sure.
So,
Yeah, I know a bunch of the rappers. I know some of the rappers that have I had I had one of the first artists I interviewed was Pootyville.
hmm
Um,
I remember him.
he randomly popped up again online. He goes on these crazy hiatuses like online where he'll
hmm
just go silent, not post anything or any music, nothing, and then he'll just pop up again. And we were talking about that on the podcast. He was like, "I'm not gonna do that," and he was talking, basically saying like he's not gonna do that anymore. And then like I got to hit him up because last time I texted him, I didn't hear back from him. I was like, "Oh man, I hope this dude's okay," because we talked a lot about mental health on on the podcast with him, and man, that dude's crazy. He just doesn't like. He just goes. And another guy I know locally that he lives out in L.A. now is Torian Ball.
hmm
I've known him for probably 10 years now. When I lived out in Chicago and I didn't know anybody, I hit him up a couple times just to hang out. I was like, I don't know anybody, man. I was like, I know you don't really know me that well, but I'm both in the Quad Cities. And
hmm
like, he's like, yeah, man, come through. It's like he knew that I was into hip hop and I was a fan and like listening to his stuff and I was helping him get on blogs and stuff like that. So I used to run a blog for a while. It was mainly for college students, like partying and stuff like that. But I switched everything over to Modern Day Overthinker once I decided that I wanted to the content that I was producing, I wasn't even producing it though. I was mainly user submitted content.
Mm-hmm.
All the content I was submitting was stupid and it was very like toxic, and it was funny sometimes, but it was just like, what am I doing? I'm not doing anything to benefit society with this at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I'd gotten clean. I'd stopped drinking, stopped using drugs. I was like, I can't be promoting this party lifestyle. And
I can't imagine you being a party guy. You don't
um,
look like a party guy.
oh man, I was doing everything I could. Like I never felt like I fit in. That's
Mm.
why I did it.
Oh,
And it got bad. And I have an addictive personality,
mm.
and once I get into something, and it's just like I can't stop. And I've learned that about myself, and so I try to find the good things to get into and get hooked on. I try not to be too much of a workaholic either, and I'm in a busy season at work, and try not to get too stressed out and trying to find my balance there. And then also with just like what we were talking about earlier, the season changing, just adjusting to that. Um,
It's like winter is coming. It's like Game of Thrones.
yeah, it's like that. It's like the people talk about the Sunday scaries getting scared on Sunday because I got to go back to work on Monday.
uh,
Uh, but I bet it's really refreshing to be able to work for yourself
yeah,
and provide for
it,
yourself. And
it's stressful too.
stressful. It can be stressful, but also it's
It's
rewarding,
freeing too.
freeing
Yeah,
and rewarding.
yeah.
Yeah, you get that extra self confidence boost when you finally make
Heck,
something happen.
yeah. I mean, but you, it's like I seen a meme that said like um I quit my 9 to 5 to work for myself. Now I work 24/7.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
so it's like anytime you're working on what you want to do because you're trying to make it consistent enough to pay bills and to do other things. So it's constant,
Yeah,
constant.
yeah. And then when you work for yourself, you don't really have you don't have those extra benefits like
Nope.
401k or health
Mm-mm.
insurance is. Don't get me
Don't
started.
get sick.
Yeah,
That's your health insurance.
don't get me started
Don't
on
get
health
sick.
insurance. That's what I do. That's what I do for a living. I know all about it. The more I've learned, the more I'm like, we need to change a bunch of shit around here.
Yeah, I bet.
This country is so messed up.
Man, I experienced the first time like real medical bills because I was going through like ovarian cyst.
Oh yeah,
And when I seen that bill, I was like, oh, oh
yeah.
my, I just, I was sick. you
You
know,
got
I
sick
was
all over
sick.
again.
And I was like, man, I got to pay it off though. I mean,
Yeah, there's
you
nothing
can't,
to really do.
nothing you can do.
Uh,
Got to pay it.
that's scary because people file bankruptcy over medical bills all the time.
All the time. I seen the bill for like pregnancy and that, and I was like, whoa, I did not realize that it would be that bad.
Kids are expensive from the beginning.
From the beginning, from the get go.
Yeah, yep. Oh man, yeah. I've seen a lot of different things happen with prescriptions are crazy expensive. If you're diabetic, insulin's crazy expensive. It's if you don't have insurance.
Hmm.
Even if you have insurance, some insurance suck. Um, it's crazy, but yeah, there needs to be something that needs to be changed. But I don't know how that's gonna change.
I have no clue.
That's the
Either.
problem.
No clue.
No clue. 'Cause it's so messed up. It's like might as well just start over. But
Everything. Start over everything.
yeah, start over
Not just
everything.
insurance, everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
That's what seems impossible because it really needs to start. Everything really needs to start over. But
Yeah, we need to
where?
get rid of
When?
all these old ass dudes
Mm-hmm.
in office. The term limits need to be a thing. All that stuff. Like just clean house.
I
Start
agree.
over. Oh man.
He was kidding, or I keep on saying he's there. My boyfriend's here, y'all.
Yeah.
But he was kidding. He was joking with me like if I was president or the governor, I was like, man, I probably get assassinated because I just wipe out everything.
Yeah, everything would just be.
Right, and I've get
You'd piss too
people
many
who know
people
what they're
off.
doing. Like I
That's
wouldn't.
the thing is, yeah, you can't get in there and start doing everything you want because you're gonna piss a lot of people
Yep,
off. You piss the wrong person off. There's some
it will
people with
take you out.
they'll take you out, and then it'll look like an accident. Oh man, yeah,
Mm-mm.
don't get me started on conspiracy theories.
I'm not. We won't do
Uh,
it. We won't do it.
yeah, I almost did a podcast. I eventually will do a podcast just about conspiracy theories because
You got to do that for TikTok too. They
yeah,
would love that type of stuff.
yeah, people love that stuff. Oh man, some of them make sense. Some of them like, yeah, especially with all this crazy. Oh man, I know so many crazy people that have gotten on that stupid QAnon crap. Like I'm not just like, come on, man, he's not gonna be president again. Let it go. Like, jeez. Um, Another one we got's pretty old and pretty senile, but
I felt like it was needed. Someone that wouldn't do much. Like
he's like,
after going through that
we just need to chill.
storm, we just need to sit down somewhere.
Yeah, I just need to chill. Yeah,
Give us a break for a little while. Let us regroup.
yeah, but everything's just so COVID focused now.
Hmm.
Like I had a buddy get it last week, um, and he had been vaccinated. I'm just like,
And I don't tell me that.
doesn't make me feel good at all. Sorry, I told you that. But but he also was around a bunch of people that are not. I think is probably the case. That's how probably how
Was
he.
it bad for him, or is he still?
No, he said it was pretty bad, but it was more like it's like a bad cold
Mm.
for him. Um, he's like man. I mean, he's gone through. I mean, he's a former using addict that used a lot of hard drugs. So he's like, I've come down off of that stuff, and this is not as bad as that. So
Mm.
at least he's had worse experiences to compare it to, but he seems to be doing better. I
That's
think he's
good.
still quarantined. You got to do the whole. I think the quarantine's 7 or 10 days. I don't know. They changed it from when I was quarantined. I had COVID a year ago,
Mm.
like around this time. I had to quarantine for 10 days. 10 days from when symptoms started, and then like a couple days after they stopped or
Mm.
whatever. Yeah,
I feel like
couple
the.
wasn't
Go
too
ahead.
bad for me. It was
Mm.
more annoying than anything.
Mm. Yeah, I didn't really experience anything except for when we got vaccinated. Like,
You got the side effects of that.
yeah,
Yeah, I got that.
both times I did not
Both
like.
of them.
Yeah,
Just the second one for me. The first one I felt a little tired. The second one hit me hard for like 24 hours, and then I was good.
I don't know. I hope I don't have a weak immune system because both times I was like a temperature, shivers,
Yeah,
laying in bed, needed orange juice, ramen noodles,
yep,
like the whole nine.
yeah. I
But
know.
it only lasted.
Didn't last that long.
Yeah, it didn't last long at all.
And then there's like the booster shot coming up. Like I know some people have gotten that. And my one friend's like, I'm not getting it. I had enough issues with it. She's like, I barely got. They barely convinced me to get the first one. So, like, all
The
right.
booster shot. I don't think I heard of that one.
Yeah, they're. They're mostly just giving it to older people and
Mm.
people that are like have autoimmune disease or some type of that can easily be
Get sick
taken
from it.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like like an older friend of mine had a heart transplant like
Mm.
not long ago, so he got the booster because it just made sense. But Josh, you gonna kick us out? um, yeah, I was trying to think of what else. Yeah, I'm looking forward to listening to those beats. I got some beats that I got yesterday too from another guy out, and that's the cool thing about like just there's so many artists out there that I've found online just like doing some crazy shit. There's so much talent,
Mm-hmm.
but also at the same time, it's like how do you stand out from all that? Um,
You just gotta bank on yourself, being yourself.
yep,
That's it.
yeah,
That's really the only thing.
that's
Just
really
think
the
that
only
you're
thing.
enough.
Stay out.
Mm-hmm.
Authenticity is huge. People recognize the authenticity,
Mm-hmm.
and that takes you a long way. Um, And I think one of the reasons that I got called out on that beat is I wasn't. It wasn't because I wasn't authentic. I think it was just that not the type of beat that I should have been going
Mm-hmm.
rapping on. But I've been like on such a thing with all these rap duets, like seeing these producers like put out stuff. I'm like, oh, I like that beat, so I'm just gonna rap over it right now. I'll write to it and record it and just knock it out. It's like I need to take my time a little more. Need to review it a couple more times before I hit post. Um, but yeah, where where are you at with your with your creative process right now? Are you kind of do you have to take a certain time out of the day? Is it like are you a night owl type of
I'm
person?
definitely a night owl.
Night owl
Yeah,
person?
night
Yeah, that's kind of how I am too. It's been harder for me to be a night owl person because I have to work.
owl. Mm-hmm.
But on the weekends, it's a little better. I like to do more stuff on the weekends, but um, then you said you're doing most of your stuff at home, so it's usually just you, like you and your boyfriend,
Mm-hmm.
um, keeping it pretty low key.
Yeah, I'm pretty much a homebody. Like,
Yeah,
especially with the
with
COVID
everything
and
going on.
everything.
Yeah, yeah,
So I pretty much just record, listening to music all the time. Just trying to network with people. That's it. Like just trying to network with people and trying to get more work, basically.
yeah. And where do you think you've gotten the most work from? Is it from a certain social media or is it from
I feel like now recently it's TikTok.
recently TikTok? Yeah,
Um,
TikTok
but
is crazy.
usually
Yeah,
Instagram or Facebook.
Instagram or Facebook.
Yeah, but TikTok is another beast. Like it's a new beast
Yeah, it's a new
that
one.
I really am starting to love. Like, really.
And how long have you been? How long have you been on TikTok for? Because I was real late to jump on TikTok
I
myself.
had it for like my first time because my first time I pretty much bombed because I didn't really know how to the algorithm worked or how to do it.
Yeah.
But this second time, I probably had it for like a few months, 6 months maybe,
Okay.
and I'm up to like 10K.
Yeah. I saw that. That's good.
Yeah, so it's just like I took a break and it's like starting over again. So
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you have to constantly post 2-3 times a day if you can.
If you
And
can.
it's
Yeah.
just it's almost like another job to be honest. Like trying
Some
to keep up with the
sometimes.
trends
Yeah.
and the
Sometimes you don't have
unique.
to really even post that long of a video for it to pop off. It'd be
Mm-mm.
like I see a
10
bunch
second
of
video maybe.
7 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
The 7 second thing. Like there's a theory and of like if your video is 7 seconds long, it's more likely to get on the For You page or some bullshit. I see
And
all
to
the
be watched twice too.
and to be watched twice. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy. Have you done any of the promotions on or like put any money back into TikTok to promote
Not
anything?
TikTok. I used to do that for like Facebook and Instagram,
Hmm.
but I haven't did anything for TikTok
I
yet.
do suggest the TikTok one. I tried it out on a couple. I just put like $20
Mm-hmm.
on one of them, and it really took off.
Oh
Like
wow.
so, I would just find something that's maybe already
Mm-hmm.
buzzing a little bit. Maybe throw like $10 or $20 on it, and then you don't really have to pick a target audience. It kind of picks it for you with the
That's
algorithm.
kind of cool.
Yeah, you don't really have to put a lot of thought into it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something to try out. Let me know how it works though.
I think I will.
I may have got lucky. I don't know. 'Cause I did it on a couple. I did it on two different videos, and um, the views I got, and I got comments, and it wasn't like like bots or anything like that. I can
Like
tell
real
it
people.
actual people.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
that are actually posting content. Some of
Mm-hmm.
them are just users that don't post content, but you'll get that.
Mm-hmm.
So I got a lot of friends who just have TikTok and they don't post anything.
Yeah, they're just there for the content.
Yeah, they're just there for the content. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
At first, that's what I thought I was gonna do. Then I was like, nah. And then now I have two different TikToks. One for the podcast, one for the rapping, and just like also the one for the rapping. Do I want to do my comedy stuff on there? Or do I need to create another I was like, oh.
You trying to compartmentalize
Yeah,
everything.
that's
I used to be like that too.
that's
I
the
had so many
OCD.
different
Yeah,
stuff.
that's the OCD right there, trying to compartmentalize everything.
Mm-hmm.
Very can be frustrating, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll probably just keep it 2 accounts because I don't want to have any more accounts.
Yeah, that gets stressful. Having that many.
Oh yeah, too many things to check, and I want to check them all. I want to look at them all the time, and it's yeah. Social media is a blessing and a curse at the
I
same time.
agree.
Um, but yeah, I think we're getting close to the end of our time here. I really appreciate you taking the time again, um,
Thank you for having me.
Josh. I'm just
You
kidding. I'm
don't
glad.
know what's going on.
I'm glad I'm glad we moved in here, so we don't have to worry about any bands practicing.
Yeah. Should I tell them my social medias and stuff,
Yeah.
or you?
Where can we find you on social media? It's basically all being who I am, right?
Yep, everywhere you can Google it and everything will come up.
Yeah, you had when I googled it earlier, just to see what came up, just from googling it. You could see the music right away
Hmm.
too, which is nice.
Yeah, I worked
That's
a
convenient.
few months to get that in order.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you use anything in particular? Any like?
you got to have a unique name, and then you can claim your page, and you can start make sure everything is the same name. Everything is um, basically can be grouped together because Google does it itself in a way.
Yeah, I had
So it
to do
groups
a
it together.
request with YouTube because there was another Bonesy, and I was like,
Hmm.
God damn it. That was the only one I had issues with because I used what was it, DistroKid for
Hmm.
most of my stuff.
Yeah, I use the same.
Yeah, and they were able to set it up pretty well, a profile for each thing that I didn't already have a profile for, and sync it together. But YouTube, for some reason, that one got messed up, and it basically got put on that dude's page,
Yeah,
and I had to fix it.
that used to happen to me when I had my name just being, and you know how
Uh,
many people it's just being. So
uh,
I had to add the who I am, which was already my tag handles for social media. I just didn't make it my artist name yet.
yeah,
So that process was a minute.
I might add because my TikTok name's Bonesy Bad, so I might just change it all to Bonesy Bad because there's this other Bonesy that's like screwing up everything.
I say do it
Just
if
do
it
it.
can make you unique and
Yeah,
like put you on the first page on Google
and
and
it's one of
things like
my
that.
one of my childhood friends. Like that's what he started calling me. It was like first it was just all my friends called me Bones because I used to be like super. I was a really skinny kid. I weighed like 95 pounds when I was a freshman in high
Hmm.
school. I was like 5 foot, super skinny. Everyone called me Bones. The funny part about it is my dad's nickname was Bones. Not even my friends didn't know that. My grandpa's nickname was Bones. Like it just kind of like was like a random. I don't even know how to explain it. It's super weird. But like sometimes I'll be around my dad's friends, but they'll be like Bones, and I'll like look. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that he has that nickname too. It's
Everyone's turning around.
everyone's turning around. It's super weird. But yeah, we're from Bones to Bonesy, and I think I might have to add the Bonesy Bad just to because there's that one other Bonesy, even though he's not really that active, but he's active enough
Hmm.
where it's like causing some problems,
Yeah.
mainly with Google, and Google is a big thing.
Hmm.
Need to be able to be searched on Google. So
Yeah. I say if you can make it easy, like one click easy for people to find you,
yeah,
then you
I
you
also
did it.
changed that with Modern Day Overthinker because the Overthinker used to have a dash in it. And I'm taking that out
Hmm.
everywhere because it was harder to search.
Hmm.
Because some people will spell Overthinker with a dash, some people won't, but it actually doesn't have to have the dash. So
Yeah, it doesn't.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I was like, that was stupid. I need I need to take that out. So I updated that with the new logo and everything. I had to change all that, and I had somebody hand draw the brain for the new logo. I don't know if you saw the logo.
No, I don't think I seen it.
Um,
I think I only seen what's on your email.
yeah, that's probably the old one. The new one is yeah. She took a lot of time to draw this brain, but yeah, she hand drew and did that.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That's cool.
But yeah, it pops really well.
Yeah, I like the colors.
Yeah, because I had her like I think I bothered her too much about it. But I was like, don't worry about it. I'm gonna pay you for it. You don't have to worry about it. She's not used to having a lot of commission work, or she's had some in the past, but it's just been like friends and stuff. I'm like,
Hmm.
don't worry, I'll take care of it. I just want it done right. I don't want to change my logo ever again.
You
Uh,
want to keep it the
I
same.
want to keep it the same forever now because I had changed it a couple times because I was just indecisive. But the last one I had just had too much going on. She's like, you need to have one main focus, and because I wanted to have like an eye around the brain and have all this crazy
Uh-huh.
shit going on. She's like, that's too much. I can draw all that, but it's gonna be too busy.
Mm.
So, you know, I gotta listen to other people's suggestions and not try to do everything myself.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a cool process to work with somebody, and we sat down for like a good hour and just talked about that, and also got to catch up on some things. Just feels like with a lot of friends, I got to get disconnected with the whole COVID thing, and haven't
Mm-hmm.
been able to.
Yeah, reconnect in a way.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I appreciate you coming through. Always appreciate Josh for having a good spot for us.
Yeah, thanks, Josh.
Being flexible, just hanging out.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully, you got some work done. Oh, I saw that.
Fry's coffee.
Oh, that's nasty. Oh, man. TikTok's full of so many interesting things.
I
I,
learned a lot though from TikTok because I
oh,
like
yeah.
the little educational stuff and then go Google it and like, dang, this happened. You know.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
kind of
little
cool.
like certain hacks and remedies and
Mm-hmm.
all that stuff. Yeah.
DIYs and stuff.
Oh, yeah. I love
Mm-hmm.
that stuff. Especially since I have a house and I can do whatever I want. Um, I've seen a lot of cool stuff on there.
You know, what do you plan on doing to your house? The first
I've slowly done things. I redid the kitchen. That was the first thing that I did.
thing.
Um, I did most of it not just by myself, but I had friends that helped that had experience. I didn't have to really get many contractors involved, which was nice. Redid the floors, new appliances.
See, I like that kind of stuff. Like to see a place go from one thing to the
It was
next.
it went from 1960s to modern.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
That's cool.
because it was like you walked in there and I was like, I hate this kitchen so much. But I redid that. I did my first experience redoing wood floors, which I thought I was going to screw that up, and it turned out pretty well. Resurfacing, like
Mm-hmm.
stripping it. Um,
I did that once. In my mom's new house.
yeah, that sanding machine is no joke.
I actually did electrician work.
Yeah.
It's kind of funny because my stepdad was an electrician.
Okay.
So I worked with him for a little while. One summer, I stopped that because he was trying to make me go underneath houses because I was small. Like go
Oh
into those attics in New Orleans. Like, I don't want to do this no more.
no,
I'm not doing this.
electricity that can get dangerous. That's
Trying to keep up with the family business. Like,
yeah. My dad's pretty handy, so he helps me out with a lot of stuff, and he's like he doesn't like to mess with electricity,
mm,
and he doesn't like to mess with plumbing. He's like, those are the two things where I'm gonna tell you to find somebody else, or I'll give you somebody that has helped me before.
I used to be shaking going into attics. You know, people's attics don't always be made up, so I don't know if it's a raccoon or
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
I don't want to be up here.
It's
I don't
a
know what to do.
huge mystery up
I
there.
can't
I don't
fit.
know what's in my attic right now. I don't keep anything up there. It's mostly insulation.
Mm-hmm.
It's an insulated attic. There's not like storage up there, so I don't know what the hell's up there.
Low key, always been scared of attics. My granny used to have one that was creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
I was always scared of basements. Unfinished
mm,
basements scared me for some reason.
I can understand that too.
Didn't help when I watched that It movie either.
That what?
It.
Oh,
Uh,
the shower scene used to get me every time. And
See, I haven't even watched the original one. I watched the remake because
uh,
I never really liked horror movies. I saw the new Halloween movie, which was super cheesy. Um,
really,
it was very okay. I mean, it's worth
we
watching.
ain't seen it yet.
It's worth watching.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll enjoy it, but I don't know. I'm not a horror movie person. I like to like critique it the whole time, so I don't get scared.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm scared. I'm jumping at everything.
yeah, it was cool, but it's like at the same time. Yeah, it just came out last.
Mm-hmm.
It just came out. I saw it on Friday, so but yeah, it was the first time I've been in a theater in like over a year, so that was cool. get back in the
It
movie
was
theater.
Candyman for me.
Oh,
I saw a snippet at my granny's house. Not supposed to watch it.
yep.
So I'm upstairs in my uncle's room watching it. Channel. You remember at Channel 18? They used to be like the extreme teen channel for kids, like the cartoon. It was like the risque channel. In my granny's household.
I don't remember that.
Anyways, I seen.
I don't remember that.
I seen the woman trying to like get in her car, and Candyman's at the end of the parking lot. And he's walking towards her, and she can't get the.
Of course, they can never.
I ran downstairs, and my granny's like, "What's wrong with you?" I couldn't tell her because I wasn't supposed to watch it.
Yeah,
anyways.
exactly. Yeah.
I just was like,
Yeah, mine was not Nightmare on Elm Street. Really got me. I was like, nah, I can't sleep.
Mhm.
And then I wasn't supposed to be watching that, so I couldn't talk to my
You
parents
could
about
tell
it.
anyone.
I could tell my friends, and they're like, "You're just being a wuss. You're just being a wuss." Like,
They made me watch it again in high school. It wasn't as bad as I thought it
that's
was,
bad.
but still, it's not. It's not for me. Like we did watch the new one too, and it wasn't scary. I would say that one wasn't scary because it was more about his story.
Yeah,
So it wasn't as scary. But I didn't know anything when I was younger, so that mess was scary to me.
yeah, yeah. I didn't mess with scary movies. The only time I watched them was at my friend's house because I wasn't allowed to watch them at my house. I watched a lot of stuff at my friend's house,
Mm-hmm.
or like when I got into like watching stand up and stuff. My uncle would show me like old like Richard Pryor stuff and like Eddie Murphy, like stuff like that. And I wasn't supposed
So, what
to.
was your favorite G-rated movie
Uh,
growing up?
when I was a kid,
Is it called G-rated? Yeah.
yeah, I was an Aladdin fan. I
Me
liked
too.
Aladdin a lot, and Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
Aladdin and Lion King. That was probably Disney movies. I watched a lot of shows. Like, got really into like mostly Nickelodeon shows,
Mm.
like Doug. I like the old school Doug. Then they switched it to Disney, and I was like, this is stupid. I still watched it though for a while, and then like Rocket Power was like huge because I was into skateboarding for a little while. But yeah, I watched it, and
I
then
feel like I was more Disney. I was like, That's So Raven.
oh yeah, I watched
Even
that. So Ravens too. Yeah,
Stevens.
I did like Even Stevens a lot because I always liked I just liked that character because I felt like I was like I wanted to be like him. Like I wanted to be the
Yeah, he's
laugh
funny to
calm
me.
goofy guy. Yeah, and he's really cool. Shia LaBeouf's a cool guy. Yeah, and also I can relate to some of the stuff that he's talked about. Like he's been to rehab and all that shit. And, there was one movie that was supposed to come out where he like actually got all the tattoos, like for the role, like get
Like real
permanent
tattoos?
tattoos.
Oh, man.
Went hardcore and got permanent tattoos. And I can't even remember. It was like some like mobster gangster movie where he was supposed to be some like drug dealer or something.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's like
That's next level.
that's some next level shit. Yeah, but I watched the movie he came out with. It was called like I can't remember the name of it, but it was about his childhood and how he became a childhood actor, and it was about his dad. His dad was like an alcoholic who kind of like would basically use his kid to feed himself. Get him work, get him acting work, and push him to do these roles and stuff, so he could not have to work himself.
Yeah.
And he was his manager, slash
Man,
yeah,
that's
slash
crazy.
slash person that was just getting drunk all the time and telling this kid what to do. Yeah, so he had a weird
You
childhood.
said, when was this movie? I don't think I ever heard of it.
It was within the last couple of years. I can look it up real quick.
Sounds interesting. I like movies or biopics like that.
Yeah, and he did the whole thing, and he played his dad,
Mm.
which was really cool. Honey Boy.
Honey Boy.
It came out in 2019. The Tax Collector is the one that he did that he tattooed himself. That I haven't seen yet. That came out last year.
Mm.
But yeah, Honey Boy, he plays himself. Or no, he doesn't play himself. He plays his dad, which is really cool. So yeah, definitely check that out. It was a little slow, but it was a good movie. It was good. it was obviously written by him and from his perspective, so that was cool. Um, but yeah, I'm trying to think of anything else.
Britney Spears is free.
Britney Spears is free officially now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, is she gonna? I heard she's not gonna do anything for a little while though.
I hope not. I hope she
Chills.
does what she wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see her on social media every once in a while. She posts just dancing videos and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. Yeah. I think they had her all drugged up and shit.
I think so too, which is kind of sad. Or
Yeah.
maybe I don't know. I don't know how. Whatever she needs, I hope she gets.
Yeah, exactly. I feel the same way. One of my first concerts when I was a kid was Britney Spears, actually. I remember, yeah, it was at the Mark. I'll still call it the Mark. Um,
I still call it that too.
yeah. I'm going to call it the Tax Slayer Center.
That's too long. Like
It's too much. But yeah, I just remember they had her floating over the crowd on a magic carpet. I was like, this shit is so cool. I was like 12, and I was like, had the biggest crush on Britney Spears.
Mhm.
And, yeah, that was awesome. That was like one of my first concerts.
she was in her bag for sure.
Oh my God.
For sure.
Just the crazy shit they did at that show. Like, now that I think about it, I'm like, that had to have been so much money.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah, having her, like,
Yeah, I ain't never had a chance to see Britney Spears, but that would have been crazy.
yeah.
Like I love performers. Like
yeah,
my goal is to see Beyonce. I have to see her once
yeah.
in life because it's just ridiculous.
This guy I know, that I've gotten to know a little bit over the years, I met him when I was in Cedar Falls.
Mm-hmm.
I went to Northern Iowa for a little while. And while I was there, I met a guy. His name's Ben Haggerty, which is actually Macklemore's real name, which is just a little fun fact for you. But he decided that he was going to move out to LA and start doing videography and photography just on a whim, and just moved out there
Mm-hmm.
and was sleeping on people's couches and shit. He is just a real, like, go-getter, gonna nonstop working, and he got connected with the right people, and he got to go on tour with Jay-Z and Beyonce.
That's crazy.
And,
bro.
like, literally, like, knows Jay-Z and Beyonce, like, personally.
What's his name? No, I'm just playing.
He started a podcast. It's called Black with No Cream, and he talks about it's all about creators.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're like videographer, photographer, producer, whatever. It's mostly videography and photography. They talk about the most, and content creators.
Mm-hmm.
But he started a podcast a while ago about that, and he's kind of sharing what he's learned. And he's very self-taught, and he just kind of picked it up and went with it.
That's
It's
amazing.
crazy.
That's scary too.
When I met him, he was in a hip hop group. Because he's done all kinds of stuff. Like, he was in a band,
Mm-hmm.
did a hip hop group. He graduated from UNI. I don't know what his degree's in. They've had him go back there and talk.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, he just like was like, yep, I'm just gonna move out to LA and do
Go
this.
for
And then,
it.
yeah. And I had him one time. I was able to. I don't know how I got connected with somebody. I connected with somebody online who. There was a kid that really wanted to see. I think he wanted to see Beyonce, and there was like somebody that was really sick, and they were gonna pass away. It was
Mhm.
a kid, and I was like, "Dude, can I have this? Can I have this kid like FaceTime you?" And he's like, "Yeah, for sure, bro."
Mm-hmm.
So he like FaceTimed him, and luckily he had a good enough connection while he was in there because they were at some big arena, and he was able to get like up close and like so they
That's
could
so
see the
dope.
show. Yeah, he's
Man,
a
that's so
super
dope.
good dude. Yeah, yeah. Ben Haggerty. Yeah, I'll send you. I'll have to send you his Instagram because you'll get everything out of it from his Instagram and see all the shit that he does. It's
Mhm.
crazy. But he's been a huge inspiration for a lot of people, me included. I'm just like, just go for it. Just as long as you keep trying, something's gonna happen. And he's a very good example of that.
Man, that's I feel like when you take risks like that, you're gonna get big returns.
Oh yeah,
Cause that is a crazy thing to do. To
yeah.
go to LA.
At first, he started out with Schoolboy Q, which is obviously another big name,
Mm-hmm.
and got to hang out. He's like good friends with Schoolboy Q. Like he'll talk shit to him on Instagram, and they'll talk shit back and forth. It's hilarious. It's like I knew this dude from college. It's like crazy.
So he knew school. Or wait, you knew him?
I never met
Oh,
Schoolboy
okay.
Q.
So you're
No,
saying
no,
the school.
no. That's how he
That's how they go back and forth.
yeah. They
Okay,
go
cool.
back and forth on
Yeah.
Instagram and talk shit to each other. It's funny as hell.
What they be saying?
Just be
I
roasting
gotta
each
go
other
watch
because
it right now.
he toured with Schoolboy Q, so obviously he was around him all the time,
Mm-hmm.
and they got to be friends and
Yeah.
they game together and stuff like that. And yeah, it's pretty funny. Yeah, we kind of went off on a tangent there,
Yeah, we just talking now.
but once again, thank you for being here. I'll probably put the audio out pretty quickly here. Josh usually sends it back to me pretty quickly, so
Okay.
I'll just review it, make sure everything sounds good, do a little intro, and but yeah, I've been trying to get on every podcast outlet there is. I'm obviously on all the main ones, but there's little niche ones I keep
Mm-hmm.
finding where you
I
can
know.
just
I don't know
submit your
anything
stuff.
about
It's all about an
podcasts.
RSS feed,
Mm-hmm.
which I use through SoundCloud. Everything starts with SoundCloud. That's like the base, and then you send your unique code where all your podcasts are in a playlist
Mm-hmm.
to either Apple or Spotify or wherever, and then they
So it's
just
not like a distro kid for podcasts.
kind of.
Oh, so SoundCloud is that for podcasts.
Except for they don't really do any of the work. You have to do the work. They generate the code for you that you
Mm-hmm.
need, that RSS feed code,
Okay.
and then you can send that to these podcast platforms so they can pull the data from SoundCloud,
Okay.
the sound and
So it's
everything,
like metadata.
basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was hard to explain, but I think you got it.
Yeah, I get it.
I think we're on the same page, so. All right, we should probably wrap things up.
Yeah, he's falling asleep over
Josh
there.
falling asleep over there.
I'm not falling asleep. I'm looking dead at you.
We're going to walk outside. It's going to be dark outside.